Oh, yo, you're Leish from Instagram.
Hey bro, how's it going?
Good, man. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Go, fire away, man.
Awesome. What inspired you to become a DJ?
Inspo. So
What inspired you to become a DJ, and how did you get started in the industry?
well, I've always had a deep connection with music, and I've loved going to gigs my whole life. So, I've always wanted to know what it felt like to be on the stage, and yeah, just kind of progressed from there, I think.
Who would you say your biggest musical influences?
Boonshin, Netsky, Lude, and Cameron Crooked, Metheus. Yeah, there's a whole list, but those are the main ones.
Can you tell us about your first gig ever in Auckland, and what was that like?
My first gig was at Your Shot, and it was a bit of a disaster, but we learned a lot. It was great fun. Pretty much everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and it taught me to learn, adapt, and overcome obstacles. And yeah, it was a great experience overall.
How would you describe your mixing style, and how has it evolved over the years?
My mixing style now is changed a lot since I first started. So when I first got my decks, I tried a whole bunch of different genres and styles. Didn't really know what I was wanting to play. It wasn't until Your Shot that I really started mixing drum and bass. And then it's only in the last couple of months that I've actually figured out what I love. And now I love playing deep, dirty rollers, lots of neuro, and having like a good vibe to the set. And yeah, so it's really starting to develop in the last few months.
So is this your setup here?
This is my setup over here. This is where I do all of my filming and all of my practicing, all of my setups for my gigs. It's not much, but it's everything I need. So I don't know if you've seen my Doubles for George sets over the last 100 days or so. Every single one of them was filmed here, except for the few when I was out on holiday, and I couldn't miss any days, so I had to be a bit more creative. This is it. So we just got the speaker here, fold-up table, Mighty Ape PC stand, and a ring light. So that's it.
So you only DJ drum and bass with 2 channels? Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, so 2 channels is becoming a bit of a struggle, and I'm really finding the limitations of these decks now. So I'm having to be creative, and I actually chuck the record box on 4 channel and use a mouse to control the 3rd channel, which sort of helps me to get the vibe of the set and everything. But yeah, it's definitely time to upgrade.
So how do you prepare for a set? Is there a specific process or routine?
So preparing for a set, the first thing I always make sure I do is have 3 USBs, because you never know when something's going to go wrong. And it's always good to have a backup. So I always have 2 backups. But the actual preparation of the set, I'll usually, for most gigs now, I've found that no matter how much I plan it, I'll always end up free mixing it anyway, if I plan a set, song for song. So what I'll do is I'll chuck a whole bunch of songs in a playlist, much more than I need, make sure that they all kind of flow pretty well, and then I'll kind of free mix from that. But yeah, so other than that, I pretty much before, an hour, a couple of hours before the set, I'll try and clear my head, make sure that I'm, in the zone, and just kind of visualize it as I go. I think that's the best way to kind of get your head in the game for playing, I think.
Can you share a memorable experience where something went wrong during a set, and how did you handle it?
Yeah, I got quite a few of those actually. So probably the first time that happened, I think I was playing at cassette, and the right hand side, the CDJ just kept turning off. So we had to figure out on the fly what was wrong with it and keep mixing at the same time. Turns out my jacket was on the chord bank, and it was pulling the plug out of the wall. So I was actually playing a song on that, and I had to chop into another song and kind of get it on the fly. So equipment failure is also always fun. And I think, the last set I played at Win Bar, the RX3 I was playing on, just completely froze. It was completely froze and locked up. So in that situation, music stops, everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And I just had to we just had to laugh it off and turn the whole thing off and on. Sometimes that's the only thing you could do, I think.
So what are some of your favourite venues that you've played at Auckland, or overall favourite venues?
So I think probably the most fun I've had playing a set was at, I did a bush diff down, just down near Hamilton. I think that was probably like the best venue because it was just like all outside, great sound system. It was gear that I'd never played on before, Denon's, but it was like people there were having a good time. And but yeah, as for Auckland, I think the sound system at Mothership is probably my favourite. Like that, like big, heavy sound system with the the deep bass. I think I enjoy playing there. But yeah, other than that, just I think yeah, it sort of depends on the crowd really. Like you can have like a really small, like little venue where there's lots of people that are really enjoying it. You could have a big one with a huge, expensive sound system, and it's all kind of, you just got to give it your all. I think no matter what.
So a lot of people have noticed recently you've been doing a lot of Instagram reels, DJing every day until I get on GeorgeFM.
Yeah.
What gave you that idea, and how do you feel now that you've been actually offered to play tomorrow?
I just had this idea. I was like, what can I do to try and get their attention and try and get my foot in the door and try and get on the radio? So I was like, I might as well try and post something and just post it every day. I'm going to stick to it no matter how long it takes. At first I was like, maybe like by day 50, they might sort of, give me a bit of a heads up. Got to day 50, came and went, and I was like, I'm going to push through. Kept doing it every single day. It's been good fun because I've been like finding a whole bunch of new music, finding new genres and artists and stuff. Started doing like requests from people and stuff and getting like my mates involved. And so I've been enjoying it, and I sort of forgot like most of the way along that it was always to get on George, but then I started really enjoying it and just getting in a groove. And then so last week I finally got a message from Benny Boy, and he asked me to come on Friday and do a set. So it was pretty incredible feeling to finally get it. So yeah, I'm super excited to jump on.
Tell me, have you had any challenges in your DJ career, and how have you overcome them?
I think the biggest challenge, and I think a lot of people like in like the scene can sort of agree, is like tall poppy syndrome in New Zealand's pretty bad. And I think there's a lot of negativity and a lot of people trying to like drag you down all the time. It's pretty like cutthroat, sometimes. I think that's probably like the biggest challenge, is like getting negative feedback or like having negative experiences with some people, and then it really sort of like weighs you down a little bit. So I think the best way to sort of get past that is to just like be really positive, like encourage other people in the industry. Like I always try to go to other people's gigs and like really hype them up and help them to like sort of encourage them, because I know what it feels like when you've got other people trying to drag you down. So you just got to like surround yourself with good people and just be really positive and like try and have fun with it, I think.
So what would you say your goals are for the future, both as a DJ and in your personal life?
So future goals, since the Doubles with George thing, I was thinking about what I'm going to do next, and I think the next like big goal for me would be to play either at RMV or Northern. I think that's just going to be like the next like super big push for me. So I'm going to try my best. I don't know, I'm going to have to think of something new after Doubles with George. I'm not going to be posting doubles every day to do R&V, but I'm going to have to think of something creative. I might take a little bit of a creative break and then like come back stronger. The other thing, I've got to upgrade my decks. That's like the next thing that I really need to do. Just more gigs, festivals, and better equipment, I think.
How do you see the DJ industry evolving over the next few years, and how do you plan to adapt with that?
Good question. I think over the next few years, I think there's like a big rush at the moment of a lot of people who are in the scene and sort of like fighting for a place. And I think over the next few years, it's going to be really a battle of who's going to like stick it through and actually like really put in the work to, like try and evolve their sound. And the ones that like really enjoy it and like really want to stick with it, I think you're going to kind of come full circle. And I think like COVID and all that stuff, which really ruined like the clubbing scene, I think it's hopefully going to sort of level out, and maybe we might get a bit more like enthusiasm around like gigs and clubbing again. I think I think maybe like technologically there's going to be a lot of like advancements. I think we're maybe going to have like new gear and stuff to sort of and new sort of ways of playing maybe. And I think it's just going to be about like really knuckling down and finding like my style and my like vibe and like really enjoying it. And I think I'm just gonna like have as much fun with it as I can, and yeah, just really stick with it, I think.
So how does your family feel about you being a DJ and all? Are they very supportive about it?
Oh, they don't understand it at all. But my family, like my partner and my son, absolutely love it. Luckily, I have a great support system and like the biggest fans in the world. Extended family, they don't get it, but they'll support me. They don't really understand. They're more into like the 70s and 80s music and things like that. But luckily, my partner is, a drum and bass head and loves it too. So we hear enough of it in our house that, you're either going to get really sick of it or you'll jump on board. So, but yeah, no, overall, we've got a great support system, good friends who love it too, which is really good. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, there you go. Reception on the left. Oh well.
You feeling nervous?
A little bit, bro. A little bit. But we're going to smash it.
What is this rock singing for?
Thank you. Thank you. That's all right. No weapons today. Thank you. Hey, bro, how are you?
How does it feel to be in the George studio?
Nice and warm there.
Tag us in your Insta story wherever you're listening at GeorgeFM NZ.
He loves bass music and Tizza loves house. Together, it's the perfect mix of bangers for your Friday night. The bands ain't bad either.
This is Fried Off with Benny Boy and Tizza on GeorgeFM.
Yes, that is the one. We're with Fried Off tonight, Friday evening. Tizza and Benny Boy here. Now, on Friday nights, we like to do something we call Friday Friends, don't we?
It's the only way that I can have any friends is by inviting them on the radio. But tonight's edition is very special. We've got a DJ up here. He goes by the name of Leish, and he'd been on a bit of a campaign to get a set. Welcome to the studio, bro.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you for having me, guys.
So
Appreciate it.
tell our listeners a little bit about your campaign to get up here on George.
So I've been on a bit of a grind the last sort of 4 months or so. I've been posting double drops every single day to try and get you guys' attention and get me on the air. And after I think 101 days, I think it was, we got there. So yeah, here we are.
It is awesome. I love that. I admire that mahi.
Yeah, the work
there's too
behind
many
it.
people out there. There's DJs out there that just expect stuff to be handed to them. Right?
No, you gotta-
They don't want to put the grind in.
You're
but-
hustling, mate.
You got to put in the work, mate. Just with everything, you got to show that you're actually dedicated.
So
and
you were
man.
dropping,
that
you
want
were
it,
dropping D&B doubles the whole time. That's what we can expect from you this evening.
There's going to be doubles. There's going to be triples. There's going to be a lot of everything.
Spicy.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this is going to be
Yeah.
absolutely epic. All right, so if people are digging what you're playing, how can they find you on SoundCloud? Can they find you on Mixcloud?
Yeah, so I got a SoundCloud. Upload there occasionally. Just on social media, just Leish Music or Leish NZ on Instagram and TikTok, that sort of thing. So
Go back
yeah,
and
there's
watch
gonna
the
be plenty.
100 doubles.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find something else to kind of grind for now. But expect some sort of cool content.
All right.
Yeah.
101 days culminating in this right now. Leish, step up on the George FM airways and take it away for Friday Friends.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
I'm fighting my demons, gasping for air, lost in the winds of doubts and despair. I'm defying darkness to find a light. You're my breath of hope, like fire ignite. Keep me from collision curses, reach me when I'm at my lowest point, so help me out.
101 doubles.
Thank you.
And it was
Thank you.
That was absolutely fine, dude.
Thank you, bro.
Once again, if people want to catch your stuff, they want to hear you playing out, they want to find you on social media, how can they get at you?
Yeah, it's just Leish Music or Leish and Zed, Insta, TikTok, all that good stuff. I'll still be posting. Won't be doing doubles for George, but I'll think of something even cooler, I think. So,
Oh man,
yeah.
I foresee an illustrious career ahead of you, mate. That was epic.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Trap artist, just cover your face with your hands.
So you finally did it? How you
We made it, mate. We made it. No, thanks for coming. That was awesome. I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. That was hot. That was hot. It was good though.
So what's next for Leish?
Whoever runs R&V or Northern, please hit me up. I will happily go down. I'll play any time of the day. Chop me on.
Here we go. Hamish, Gareth, he's shouting you out.
Yeah, mate. Come on.
I give this
come
man
on. Bang
personal
my...
Benny Boy seal of approval.
There we go, mate. That's all you need, isn't it?
Wait, no, actually, we want you to get booked. I don't know him.
Oh, nah, you heard the man.
Oh, yo, you're Leish from Instagram.
Oh, hey, bro. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Awesome. What inspired you to become a DJ, man?
Oh, so... Do you want to start walking that way? Okay, yeah. George, should we do it again?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay. So, just go that way and then I'll like follow you.
All right.
I reckon. Okay.